you all for being here this morning and sharing this very important time with them. A lot of people are here, and they're literally backing you up behind you, so thank you all for being here. We're going to start with military honors. Larry was in the Navy, so we're going to begin with that.
So we are very honored to be here today to present final military honors for our fallen shipmate, Sailor Lawrence Schoner. We will play taps for him. During the playing of taps, I would ask that only if you can, but please stand and place your right hand over your heart. If there's any former or current military present, you may render a final hand salute. And at the conclusion of taps, we'll present the national ensign, the American flag, to his beloved son, David. With that, I would ask that you please rise.
We pray for his wife Barbara, his sons Steve and Dave, daughter Susan, his many grandchildren, and the rest of his family and his friends. We are thankful you love us and care for us. Be with Larry's loved ones and friends now. Surround them with the warmth of your healing love. Give them courage and strength. Above all, comfort them and give them peace.
I love my father. He was a good father. I mean, he took good care of us. He was a great friend to a lot of people. When I got drafted in the Army, my dad took me down, to the induction center, and he looked me right in the eye and he said, "Son, if you take good care of yourself and you watch out," he goes, because you don't know what you're really getting into right now. There was only one other point where I saw he didn't shed a tear, but that love came out, bursting out. The day I graduated from the fire department, my father pinned the badge on me, and he was just glowing. And I remember feeling that same charge. It was just, it just cemented everything I knew. It made my father a person, a man, and the respect that I always had for him was there.
He was always there for me, no matter what. Every performance I was ever in, trumpet, guitar, choir, drill team, he was there. He was the coach for my baseball team, Willie's Wicked Women, and we always went to Shakey's for pizza and beer afterward. When I was 9 years old, I tried to run away from home because I didn't like his rules. As long as you live under my roof, you'll go by my rules. Well, I was like, I'm running away. So he was the one that came after me. He was so loving and sweet. I was Daddy's little girl. There was never any doubt how much my dad loved me. Even at the end, I think he waited for me because 15 minutes after I left for lunch, he passed. I'm gonna miss him every single day until we meet again. I love you so much, Poppy Bear. I just wanted to read a little poem. So do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there, I did not die. I know that my Father has been made new in heaven, that he's not suffering anymore, because the last couple months his quality of life was just not there. So I love him and I'm gonna miss him forever until I see you again, Papa Bear. I love you so much.
I didn't want to do this, but Ed Dugan, you guys remember Ed Dugan, the ones of you that remember Ed Dugan, he called and asked me to read some words for him. We're gathered here to honor Captain Larry Schoner because he answered the last call on June 17th. We also bless and honor his family, DJ, Susan, David, and Stephen. Captain Schoner and his wife Betty were also good friends to many of us rookies. We are all sad to see him answer the last call. May the fire gods take care of him and his
I
family.
had a real dad, and he was there for me as well. But Larry was always there, okay? And I've known Stephen since I was 4 years old, and I'm 70 now, so he figured it out. And I remember when Sue was born, and I remember all the arguments I had with David, because there was many, as everybody would have. I remember the times that my dad was working and we would have an athletic banquet, and Larry would be there for me as my guardian, so to speak. And I know Stephen was there, was with me as well. And I can't not say enough about the man. I remember him at the fire station right down the street, and I can remember sitting in their house, and Betty would cook and make birthday cakes with money in it. we had, can I have another piece, please? You know, you get a quarter or a nickel, and we thought we were rich. But it was a wonderful time in my life. I mean, we had kids on the block that, you know, it was just, we were little rascals, we were Leave It to Beaver, we were all of those things in those years, and it was a wonderful time. And my wife and I, we've been married for a long time. She grew up not far from us, but we both talked about it many times, how we really grew up in a wonderful time where it was innocence. We could go out at night, tag, hide and seek, or whatever we wanted to do. And as long as we were home when the lights came on the street, we were just happy to be here, to see you guys. It's been really fun. And one more story. The greatest thing ever, we go there in the morning, you know, get there early because we had to be at school whatever time, shoot a couple games of pool, hop over the fence and cross Beach Boulevard and run to school. And those were really fun days, and I cherish them now, and I'm just glad I have those memories. So
I thought that it was important that I tell you all, I am Stephanie, I'm BJ's daughter. Larry has been in our life for 20 years probably. He's the only grandfather that my children have known. He was there for both of my children's births. He loved us like we were his own kids. I spent so much time with him. He was at my children's baseball games, my daughter's dance recitals. I have my own father and I love him dearly, but Larry was like a father to me. He treated me that way. He treated my sister that way. I have 2 other siblings, he treated them that way. He always welcomed us into our home, his home. He was such a joy. I don't think I ever remember Larry without a smile on his face. I just want to thank everyone here that is family that has welcomed us into your family. I know it's not easy to combine families. It is never easy. It's rocky, but I want you to know that I love you guys, and I appreciate what you've done for my mom. I appreciate being allowed into your family, into your lives, into your holidays, into your birthday parties, and all of those things. So thank you. I will miss him, and I love him very much, and we all do. So, my condolences.
I've known the Schoner family almost all my life. I lived just up the street from them on Jackson Way. And from the very first time I met them, Dave and Steve, I felt such a wonderful feeling of love that they came from a wonderful family. And I was also able to meet the parents, Larry and Betty. And much like Jimmy and everyone is saying here, that there's such a love that was present when you were around Larry and Betty and the family, that it was just a natural attraction. And I'm so grateful. I'm blessed to have known and been a part of the life of Larry. And he was a tremendous influence on me. Larry showed me courage and the ability to deal with things that were difficult. We were traveling, I was with my family, my mother and my siblings, and we were driving in a car around town in Winter Park, and I remember seeing one of the fire engines come by. It was one of the old yellow Crowns that had just a canopy on it, and it was all open windows and all. And I looked up and I saw Larry sitting on the right-hand side in the front seat, and I realized, wow, man, that was so cool. And it really made an impression upon me. And not only was he an inspiration for that, which became my career, and I'm so grateful for that, but he also inspired me to do well in other areas of my life. He taught me to be competitive, but to be a sportsman as well, and to acknowledge when victory was present, but also accept defeat in a very dignified way. And Larry was right there. He was our pitcher. He was just doing what people would go, wow, that's pretty good. That's really good. And I am just so grateful. He was a wonderful man and still is. And he will always be an inspiration to me. He will never be forgotten by any of us. And I know the Lord has a wonderful plan for Larry, and I'm grateful.
The smile that Larry had that lit up the room was just so amazing. I want to thank you guys for sharing your dad with me, because like my sister, he was an amazing father figure to me and my kids. It was their grandpa, and he welcomed us with open arms, and he was so loving, and he was amazing, and I will never forget him. So, thank you.
He was a firefighter for Boyne Park for 30 years, and he ended up as a captain. He enjoyed fishing and camping, and he loved sports, as you've heard, especially baseball. But in adulthood, he became a family man, and he was involved with his kids. He was quiet and solemn, a gentle person. He was charismatic in his own way. He kind of drew people to himself. Today we offer all of Larry to his creator, his good times, his bad times, his ups and downs, everything that he was as a human being. We offer all of him to God, trusting that God will take all of him and transform him in a place of peace and fulfillment.
The Lord has promised good to me. His word, my hope secure. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. My chains are gone, I'm in set free. My God, my Savior, has ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy